Hello Scorpio and welcome to Sincere Tarot. This is your What Do You Need to Know for March 2021 tarot reading, and your energy is the 10 of Wands. So I feel like you might be at your wit's end about something and you're just a bit tired and you're really maybe exacerbated. Am I saying that right? And you just kind of want to give up. It's like over exertion. All right, so let's see what that's all about. All right, what does Scorpio need to know for March? Interesting. There are 4 major arcanas, so that is means it's a pretty intense month for you, not gonna lie. All right, so the energy in the past, we've got the High Priestess, and this is a keeper of secrets. So there may have been a lot of information in general, potentially about particular institutions or something in your life that was being kept secret and withheld. But also, like, you may have been keeping some secrets or potentially tapping into your inner intuition, your inner knowing. I'm just gonna put some of this sage out. It is burning like crazy. It's gonna make me start sneezing if I let it keep burning. All right, so your energy coming up is the Page of Wands. So I feel like this is also representing like dipping your toes, maybe kind of researching in something that is a bit creative, like a creative kind of energy, but also you may have received a message about that. But if it is a message, then it's something that was extremely surprising and very unexpected, because what you need to know is the Wheel of Fortune. So something has completely changed, and whatever that is has completely woken you up, because the energy in between you and what you need to know is rejuvenation, which is also judgment in other decks. So it's like all of the information. Oh, so that's very interesting. So like there was certain information being kept secret, and now boom, it's all out in the open and you were not expecting it, and you're just like, what am I supposed to do with this information? Like, anyways, so the outcome is that, you know, this is going to be challenging, right? But you will do it. Like, you have got the strength and fortitude for this shocking, likely a piece of information or event. But yeah, so, and it's probably something to do with world lockdown and all the different rules probably, but not necessarily. Anyways, but yeah, you will do it. You will be able to navigate your way out of the situation, because but it's very tiring. It's very exhausting, and you're like, oh my gosh, I just want to give up. But I feel like you are going to take a risk and you're going to go in a brand new direction, probably because you're just like tired of this and you're just like, I can't do this anymore. I can't keep going in this old direction. So you're going to take a risk. You're going to try something completely new. So I'm really excited. And you've got a pretty good attitude about it, like, because we've got another page, right? And also this might have something to do with a child for some of you, because pages can sometimes represent children, usually female children, but not always. Anyways, but you've got a new attitude, and I feel like you're going to learn, like, whatever this is, right, that's happening, you have a pretty good attitude. You might not know much cognitively about it yet, but you're just going to kind of move forward, continue to learn, be really curious, be really open, be like, all right, I've got no experience in this area, but I'm just going to go for it. So that's pretty cool. All right, let's get some clarification cards. Clarification for Scorpio for the situation. Interesting. Ha 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 ha. Okay. You are very resourceful, honestly. So yeah, look at this. We've got Fortune again, and that was the secret that was being kept in the past. By the way, I just have to say, like, this secret was knowingly kept, knowingly hidden. And because these are both major arcanas, I feel like it might not just have been from you. It might have been from, like, hidden from, like, the community that you live in or the country that you live in or something like that. It was knowingly kept. Like, honestly, they knew about this for a long freaking time and just decided to just throw it in your lap, whatever. Anyways, I feel like the energy I'm getting, because it's being aspected by the Prince of Discs, I feel like a lot of people are going to try and play it safe. And I think only if this has to do with, like, businesses and how people make money, I think not that only the people, like, it's actually going to be like a small fraction of people that are actually going to be able to kind of navigate through this and survive this, maybe like 25% or something like that. Definitely not the majority. And it's going to be people who have been, like, zero risk, played it super safe. They're the only ones that will be able to make it through this, I feel. You're going to keep working. You're going to keep working hard. You're going to keep cracking at it. You're going to keep being resourceful, and that's amazing. But you're actually going to be able to do that now that you have the information. You've got brilliant new ideas, and I think, yeah, right now at this moment, you've got great new ideas about like new directions. And I feel like this is so great because sometimes often when, you know, shocking events and information occur, a lot of people will just kind of like shut down and cling on to the old. But for you, immediately, boom, you're like, okay, I've got this idea, I could go this way. Like, you're so open. It's almost like it opens you up even more. You're very smart, very resourceful. I know I keep saying that, but it's true. And you can do this, right? You're having to go in a whole new direction, but you got this. Like, again, we've got the 9 of Wands again, right? Remember, that was your outcome, the 9 of Wands. Like, you've got this for sure. And also, you're really smart. I think I already told you that, but like, we've got the Queen of Swords. Like, I think you're going to be able to detach, even if this is something that you love, right? You are able to detach emotionally and just kind of like really observe it and like look at it from a higher perspective, so you can think more long-term, like, how's this going to work in the long term? You might also get some legal advice. And you might go out seeking legal advice, and I think you're gonna come up with a way. If you need to travel for your work, you're gonna come up with a way to be able to travel. You're going to be able to, and you've got just such, like, I love the enthusiasm. Like, you're not a quitter at all. Like, I don't see any of you quitting. None of you are like, oh, what am I gonna do? You're like, I could do this or this or this. I need to learn more about this. So you'll totally just throw yourself into educating yourself. So that's great. I just want to do one more. Yeah, but be careful that you don't get too stressed, okay? Remember, this is an aspect of an aspect of an aspect, okay? Just be careful that you don't get too stressed and stuck up in your head, okay? And if you have any like addictive behaviors, mental health stuff, you really need to be careful of that, okay? Because that could just like hijack everything, but I don't really see that happening. But just like keep kind of that in the back of your mind. Make sure you need to be resourceful, and that includes being like a sound body and mind. All right, let's get some advice cards. Advice for Scorpio. Okay, let me just actually quickly ask, what was this thing? Yeah, so you're gonna learn how to be independently wealthy, and you'll be able to be a lot more independent of all of the changes and that are constantly like coming out about this. Yeah, and you're going to be very resourceful. You'll be able to get stuff done. That's cool. All right. Sorry, I had to ask. All right, let's get some advice. All right, so the first advice card is the King of Pentacles. So total business genius, mastered, has also mastered manifestation, right? So you will get there. So just put your like businessman hat on and you can do this. The second advice card, we have got the Empress. So the Empress, to me, as an advice card, often, not always, but like often represents like, make sure that you're taking care of yourself. Like, she has accomplished so much. She's come so far. Doesn't matter if you're male or female, by the way, but she'll always, like, sometimes people are just so goal oriented that they're like, okay, I've accomplished this. Okay, what's next? But the Empress takes time to really enjoy all of the hard work and be able to really, like, you might actually need to schedule in times for when you want to relax and things like that. Because she also really enjoys the journey. It's not about just like getting to the next step. It's also enjoying where you are. So make sure you find balance with that and that you're getting your fruit and veg and getting out in nature. Okay. The third advice card, we've got the Hermit. So you might want to, like, you are an old soul. Whenever anyone gets this card, I feel like they're definitely old soul. So you have all of the information that you need within, and I feel like it might be really confusing if you're trying to base all of your decisions off of all of like external information, like people, news, don't like the news, sorry. Anyways, coming in, and all of this conflicting information might be really confusing. So the Hermit is saying, you know, cut all of that off, really just like empty your mind of all of that, all of those external distractions that are confusing your thoughts and your inner knowing, and really just look within. The answer is within. So you know which way to go. You just got to look inward for the answer. The fourth advice card, we've got the Three of Pentacles. So this is about teamwork, synergy. You might want to link up with other people, maybe a bit of a community of like-minded business people. Another example is like, for example, if you're doing something all on your own with a business, for example, whatever this project is, if you're doing it all on your own, like, maybe you don't know how to do accounting, so maybe you hire an accountant, or maybe you trade with them for their free services, or whatever it is. Like, kind of fill in those blind spots. And you might want to get different perspectives as well about that and making money, and you can all help each other out. If you'd like a private reading, send me an email or check out my website. That is all in the description below. You can also find me on social media. Sorry, there's a plastic bag just like flying around. What movie was that in again? Was that American Beauty? Anyways, comment below if it was American Beauty. I think the pigeon just went after it. Okay, comment below if you would like to comment how this reading resonated with you. And did I tell you to subscribe? I forget. Anyways, if you're still here, final advice card, the moon. This can sometimes represent a Pisces, but it's like kind of really, you might be feeling a little bit down, maybe a little bit depressed, but just like dive into that feeling. You might want to do a little bit of shadow work. You also might want to find out what your moon sign is and watch the video, my video on that, or anyone else's really. But I'm the best. Just kidding. Like this video if I'm the best. I'm not. Why am I saying this? Anyways, the point, I've had too much coffee. Okay, the point is, please take care of yourself this month. You might be going through a bit of a hard time, so be gentle with yourself, all right? Anyways, have a good month. Bye.